I don't wanna hear any more small talk. Off that short pier, take a long walk. My style ain't free cause it ain't off top. I'm at your throat, go get a cough drop. I don't wanna hear any more small talk. Off that short pier, take a long walk. My style ain't free cause it ain't off top. I'm at your throat, go get a cough drop. It's kush. I love me too much and your brain turn to mush. Fall flat on your tush. You couldn't handle the product I push. I guess I'm just used to it, I just do it. Like Nike swoosh, none of that Reggie Bush. Cause I'm top shelf, I ain't got wealth. But I'm on my grind like park rails. I'd sell the shoes right off my 2 feet, then add one, that's a yard sale. Got dumb bars that be smarter than Harvard, Yale. Take your pictures elsewhere, you wanna be TMZ, I wanna be VIP. Quit pandering, I'm not answering cause I don't wanna hear any more small talk. Off that short pier, take a long walk. My style ain't free cause it ain't off top. I'm at your throat, go get a cough drop. I don't wanna hear any more small talk. Off that short pier, take a long walk. My style ain't free cause it ain't off top. I'm at your throat, go get a cough drop. All of that bark and no bite, that's alright. Not everyone can be the big dog. Take a walk, kick rocks. Can't keep me out cause I pick locks. They hearing me knocking, I'll never be stopping. I keep this shit popping like lip gloss.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to your Saturday night edition of Unscripted live here on ASAP, All Sports, All Plays, also on Unscripted. I'm your host, moderator, producer tonight, Logan Landers. Jay McLovin is taking a bit of a vacation for a while. He won't be on the show, much to a lot of people's love, a lot of people's hate, and I'm bringing on some special guests tonight. But before I bring them on, I've got something special just for them. So first, we all know the NBA Finals are unfortunately over. Right? Had a great series between Boston, between Golden State, and we're going to bring on the second place finisher, the man who reps the Celtics from day one, Pride. And Pride, before we go on, brother, I have a special video for you real quick. Let me make sure the sound is on so everyone can hear it, my friend. But Pride, I hope you're watching this in the background. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The introduction for Pride.
Loser. Hey, I've heard this call before. I'll bet you have.
Welcome, Pride. What's going on, brother?
I love it. I love it. And honestly, the funniest part about it, no lie, this is starting to get weird. My kids were watching that episode earlier today. I swear to God, and as soon as I saw that, I was like, I honestly, when SpongeBob blew the whistle, the thing, and it said loser, I was like, damn, it just sent me back to Game 6. I got mad.
and keeping with the SpongeBob tradition, instead of losing, we have victory. We have our boy Rob 2 Cent, coming on in just a second, and a man who has gotten a lot of flack in our group chats for being a Bulls fan, but we all know he's a Steph Curry fanatic. But Rob, if you're in the background watching, brother, we have a special video here just for you for your victory. So here you go.
He loves it. Oh my!
Welcome everyone, Rob Scott.
We're giving him an entrance. What is this, SmackDown?
Please welcome to Unscripted. No Jay McLovin here means we can do whatever we want.
How can I be mad?
We got to wait for those.
That's me. I'm squilling. Rob is Squidward. Mad hype, right? Logan is happy,
baby.
Everyone's happy. No.
All right, that's. I'm trying to get it taken down. What's going on, Rob?
Man, what's going on, man? What's going on?
Hey,
Pride, it was a great game.
I'm shaking.
I'm not gonna be a sore winner.
You know what? Question, Logan.
What up?
Can I get a solo real quick?
Okay, I got you.
Real quick. I just gotta get one solo. I went from Shawn Michaels to Michael Hickenbottom. Ladies and gentlemen, I said I wouldn't do it.
Oh my
I did.
God!
I did it. I lost. I took the L. Last night I got rid of all of it. Go ahead, enjoy it, Logan. Take your pick and go. I'm bald, all right? I got a bald.
Jay, you missing it, Jay? You missing it, Jay?
Oh,
bald.
Oh,
So
you know what, Pride?
I did it. I don't know. I was talking to Chris because I told Chris Gonzo. I told him I was like, look,
because
gonna
Gonzo
actually
will be here tonight.
Yeah, I was like, look, I'm actually gonna do it, but it's like I just have to rile Jay up. I feel like if I don't rile him up and I don't pretend I'm not gonna do it, I feel like I'm doing myself and him an injustice. No, do not send Mike the link. Do not send him the link. I don't want him here because he's gonna violate me.
I toasted you, Pride.
Bro, depression got me drinking 2 liters, homie.
Oh Lord Jesus!
Oh,
You done pulled out the
Frankie in the chat.
Yankee. He say what in the haberdashery and Cobblepot?
Mickey the lady, what's going on? Yes, the cheater lost today. Talking about Jay. Baby.
Oh wow, Pride did it. And you know
Pride.
what's so funny about that?
Amazing.
He had us in the chat's role. He like, I'm a piece of shit. I'm not doing nothing. Like,
no, he told me right before he came on because his camera's off. He's like, "Oh yeah, man, I'm getting my hair braided." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, for one last time." He's like, "We'll see." Frankie said, "I just want to rub the head."
Yo, you don't understand. After I did it, because I haven't my hair had like I'm like oof, right? So as soon as like I got out the shower, I had the towel on my head and my towel. It was so.
Oh, I'm sure that was weird.
Oh, you
I'm
was
like,
on your task,
bro. Rob. No lie. Ask my girl. Yep. Enjoy it. Look at that. Look at that. Hold on.
Hey, Pride,
Fresh cut.
you know who you look like? You look like Peoples off Shaft. You look like Peoples. I said, you want to kill my brother? You got to kill me, Holmes.
I did this at I think it was like 11, 12 o'clock. I don't. So you're not making me feel better. I'm so upset. I'm so butthurt. I was angry. Shit. Like when I was doing this, no lie, I said F J McLovin 8 times. I was so butthurt. And I looked in the mirror, and when I looked in the mirror, it was like all messed up. And
he looks like a member
from American History X.
He said, Jay's chiming in. What's going on, Jay? Yes, Freddie. He lost the bet.
Oh my
Jay
God.
bet him. Go back to I think last Tuesday or last Thursday show.
I think it was.
You won the 2, and there was a bet. Damien, he said, "Who let Sinbad on the show?"
laugh.
And Mickey said, "I like it."
I like it. Pride. He did. He don't. Pride look like one of the Jokers on Friday. It's Baby Joker.
Pride, do you have a piece of paper nearby and some crayon? Because you like Carlos from the Benchwarmers. I am.
No, I like it. I like it though. But you know what, Pride? You took your L like a man.
I'm about to. He said, "This is what happens when you're a Boston fan."
Look here, Freddie. Let me live.
He said, "I just wanted to see if he did it."
Freddie is happy because Boston did not get that extra championship. It's still tied at 17.
Yep, that's true.
Yo, Freddie, in the group chat, Freddie was like, "Oh yeah." He was like, "Look, you guys put up a good fight." And he's like, "Now that I got that out the way, Lakers is a piece of shit." Or he said Celtics is a piece of shit. I was like, "You did it me." I was like, "Oh."
Jay said, "Mad respect, looks good on you,
bro." I want to jump out the window.
I will say, Frank, you look about 10 years older now. Makes you look mature. Look sophisticated.
With this hair, I look like Chris Hansen's by the time I had to take a seat.
Why don't you have a seat over there?
No.
Freddie's saying before he thought he was a bullfish.
Now look.
Get him.
Freddie,
let's go.
Freddie, I told you, if I'm E40, you ABCD40. You better go somewhere, boy. You don't want these problems.
I'm scared it shows me what I might look like. Oh no, Frankie. And you don't see Frankie with the hat. We don't see his hair.
Bro, I try to keep this, but I was like, nah.
Mickey, Jay ain't here. He ain't gonna be here for like 2 weeks. So I know y'all beat him today, I think you said. So you don't get the gloat. He ain't gonna see it. Oh my goodness.
Oh, and this another thing. Notice I wasn't on the morning show after the Warriors won because everybody keeps saying you disappear when they lose. I disappeared when they won too. I didn't say nothing.
But he was just saving it for the main event though.
Yeah,
and Pride, one more joke before we get started here. I had to, brother. Wait, there we go.
The fact that you had 2 of them queued up as SpongeBob, and on the fly, You found another SpongeBob one to make sure it all fit the
It
common
all flows, brother. That's what we're here to do.
That's top-notch editing.
That's what I'm here for.
That's legit.
Shout out to
He
Logan.
said Fred looks like a black version of A-Train. He just needs all the body hair and piercings now.
I'm about to get my nipples pierced just for that.
He said the show will be better. Dang! He said the show's gonna be better without
y'all better leave Jay alone.
He said he's not even here to defend himself. He said she was pissed to take a pic with Rob because she knows he's a Bulls Warriors fan.
Are you talking about Vivica?
I think yeah.
Don't be hating, bro. You know that was an old crush of mine. That's right off the bucket list.
We've got Dustin Reese chiming in saying what the hell happened to Pride? He went from Pride to D'Lo Brown.
You looking at the real deal now.
You gotta do a little. There you go.
All that neck moving he be doing.
I'm gonna get your sorry ass out on the street.
He actually had a match like earlier this week, I think.
I was about to say, on Impact, it was him, Wes Briscoe, and Eric Bischoff. They came back as
Aces and Eights, yeah.
Yeah, she set it off on you.
What was your lady friend's reaction to this, Pride? What was her thoughts? What was your family? What do they all think about this?
Well, I was about to say, damn, Frankie, you stole my line. I was about to say, call me Santana because he.
Ortiz. That's who it is. Ortiz is got.
Ortiz. Yeah, it was Ortiz. Yeah, no, Santana.
Yeah, they both got buzz cuts now.
Yeah, but no, I'm talking about the one who did that on because he just lost to
that was Ortiz. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Ortiz. Yeah. But she a real one. She actually helped me. She helped me with the back. Yeah, she a real one. And then she laughed at me and laughed.
You might like it, low key.
Laughed.
How long do you think it's gonna take to grow back though?
Might not take long because some people hair grow fat.
He said it looks like the Godfather's long lost son.
I'm like, if that's where we're going, I'm like the second God's nephew, twice removed or something. Like I'm so diluted, I'm not even like a part.
Right, I'm gonna need you with that Vince do-rag now after he went bald.
Whoa, the Vince do-rag.
Yeah, the Vince do-rag.
When he told him peace, my nigga.
Tell me.
And then of course they cut the Booker T right there, just chilling. It's like, what did he say? Tell me he didn't say that. I ain't gonna
lie to y'all. When I say that was one of the funniest segments ever in my life. Oh my God.
We ain't never gonna see that again.
I'm not even gonna lie. I
don't know Vince though. Vince might pull again.
You know what though? As a black man, I wasn't mad.
I wasn't
mad. I say, did Vince just say what I think he just said?
And as a white man, I was shocked.
Hey, Vince cool with me.
We'll get more about Vince later.
I know. Oh,
we gonna get to that's our main event right there.
That was gonna be a slobber knocker.
In more than one way. So let's get it going. Boston, Golden State.
Oh Lord.
Rob, I'll let you get.
Hey, Pride,
Pride,
what you turn the camera off?
I was about to say, you look good.
Pride, what you turn the phone?
I know he's eating, so I understand, but.
Okay, go ahead. Do your thing.
Bro. I'm taking my L like a champ. Hold on.
Hold on.
Frank.
My nigga.
Yo.
What's up, brother? I need that on the t-shirt.
Bro, John, what you mean? It's right here. He didn't shave the beard.
You don't see
No,
man. We can't make him look like a molester now. Come on.
Nah, John, if you want to see someone with a shaved beard, go back about 3 months ago. You'll see Jay McLovin without a beard. It was the weirdest.
That'll terrify you. Yeah,
it'll give you nightmares.
Yeah, that'll terrify.
Just go back. Just go click on random videos, and you'll see just the progression of him grow. It's back to it's a good length now. It's better. It's grown out, but those early days. Whew.
My boy Steph. Boy, I just looking at that boy. I almost cried with him that night. That's what I did.
Well, let's get into it. Boston Golden State recap. Rob, you got the floor. What were your thoughts on the big dub from the Dubs?
In the words of Ice Cube on Friday, I told you.
Not E40?
I told you. I ain't telling them when to go. Hey, I ain't gonna tell you when to go, but I told them what was to come. Hey, Frankie, you shut up because you mad because the attention is not on your Yankees. Nobody cares about baseball right now. We're talking about champions, and I'm talking about the Golden State Warriors. talking about my boy Steph Curry finally elevating his name, his position, his status into top 10 all time ever. Yes, I said
now we're just
10
now we're
ever.
just discrediting a great moment for him.
How? You tell me your top 10. You tell me 9 players that's better than Steph Curry.
I'll put it to you this way.
Because if you still screaming Larry Bird is better than Steph,
on my mother,
on my mother,
because outside of shooting, Steph does nothing better than Larry Bird. Outside of shooting, listen, if you want to talk about pure shooting, you got me. And I'm not going to argue.
Was Larry Bird league MVP?
He said, yeah.
Was he a 2-time league MVP?
Someone
was he a unanimous? Was he a unanimous MVP? I know he wasn't.
But no one else was unanimous. So does that mean he's the greatest
player of all time? No. But he's better than Larry Bird.
No, he's not.
No, but he's not. Anyway, that's a different discussion for a different day.
I don't want to hear that about Tatum.
No, Rob. That's
not. And by the way, that discussion.
Tatum. By the way, Tatum did not disappear.
Frankie. But I'm not afraid to admit that, bro. I said, as Steph lead the Warriors, guess who just left the Warriors?
You're gonna burn that hat, ain't you?
But here's my thing. Well, Rob, hold on real quick. No, don't try to escape it because you're trying to say that's neither here nor there. You literally just said.
He's top 10 all time, in my opinion.
Well, your opinion is wrong. So I don't know what you're going on about.
It doesn't make your opinion right.
Oh, 1,000% yes.
No,
1,000%. He's not top 10 all time.
Who gives a hoot what your opinion is?
The same person who's trying to convince me that Steph Curry is top 10 all time.
He should have convinced you when he just went crazy on your Celtics. That didn't convince you?
No.
That didn't convince you? 47 games.
That's delusion.
Well, did he not give you just 40 and 10? What was that, a game 4? He just
That's
give you
fine.
that?
I understand that.
He ain't just go crazy on y'all with 31 points. He ain't just averaged 31 against y'all in the finals. The best defensive team ever. You got the defensive player of the year, Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart was supposed to.
Are you done? Are you done?
He didn't
Are you done?
Nada.
Are you done? Are you done?
He didn't stop nothing.
Okay, so you're gonna continue.
It's the same team that just blew out KD and them, and Steph took him out in 6.
Are you done? Are you done?
Oh, the finals are done.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna say this right now, and I mean this literally with all due disrespect. If you think Steph Curry is top 10, there's a rectangular space. It's called the door. Use it to get out. Because this dude is not top 10 at all. Outside of shooting, he's a good player. But if he was not the greatest shooter,
good player.
Are you done talking?
Did you just say he's a good player, bro? Hey, Logan, cut his camera off.
Yo, okay. I'm making a deal. I'm making a deal. I want you to repeat what I said.
I don't know, man. I can't stop looking at that head.
I want you to repeat what I said.
Said he's a good player.
Oh, see, again, you have no idea what I'm talking about. By the way, real quick, Rob, hold on, Rob. Again, listening is very hard for you, so don't worry, I'll break it down. And by the way, people want to say, "Oh, wasn't Boston the best?" We did our job. Our job was to make sure we shut down everybody else up. That was our job. Remember when Draymond was looking like a bum? That was us. Clay looking like a bum? That was us. Jordan Poole all of a sudden looking like he wasn't even that nice? That was us. Well, our job was to shut down everybody else and take our chances.
Didn't y'all only win 2 games?
And?
Barely.
And 3 more than what y'all won. Getting bounced in the first round. So stay in your lane with all due disrespect. Clay is like, I'm just saying. Man. Listen, our job was to make sure.
You must think Tatum top 10, don't you?
Our job was to do one thing and one thing only. This was our job. Shut down everybody else and take our chances with Steph. That was the best game plan we could have had. Steph went bonkers. Steph went nuts. Hats off to him. But to sit here and pretend that now elevates him to top 10, smoking pure herbs. Greatest shooter of all time, not arguing nobody on that fact. He deserved finals MVP. I'm not arguing that. But to pretend it's going to elevate him to top 10 all time, that's straight up delusion. That's delusion. That's straight up delusion.
You're right, because you said going to elevate. He's elevated. He's elevated.
Bro,
he past his now. He's up there.
He can't even use that
He's
elevator.
Up there.
So how are you
He's
gonna
up
elevate?
there.
This dude gotta take the stairs.
He's almost won
This dude
every
gotta take
award
the
that
stairs
you
when he
can
does when
win
he uses the underground
offensively
parking.
as
What are you
a
talking
great
about?
player.
What are we
He's
talking
already
about?
won every award that you
What
can
are you
win
talking about?
offensively as a great player.
Hold on. Time out.
He's
Whoa.
changed the game.
Hold on. Time out. I don't want to
Only
hear
award
nothing.
he ain't won is 6 man of the year, most
you done?
improved, and defensive player of the year. Come on, bro.
But when I said the same thing about
All
LeBron,
right.
you said it don't matter. Now all of a sudden it matters for Steph.
LeBron number 2 all time.
You gotta do better. Now again,
LeBron
with
number
all
2
due
all
disrespect,
time.
Steph Curry is
LeBron
not
number
a
2
top
all
10 player.
time, bro.
That's delusion and that's living in the moment.
Okay,
That
Paul,
is
let's
a
end this
living
conversation
in the
like this.
moment.
Who your top 10? Name your top 10. Name your top 10. And now you got to be in order. Name your top 10.
Bet. If this is where you want to go, I'll be disrespectful. I'll take Patrick Beverly. I'll take Beverly from Beverly Hills. Shoot, I'll take Beverly as an attorney over Steph. You want me to get disrespectful? I'll get disrespectful.
Kwame Brown.
And this is what I'll take Kwame Brown. I'll take my color Brown. I'll take Cleveland Brown, bro. Stop playing, bro.
Hey, Logan.
And Logan, this is why Steph Curry.
Logan, is something behind you?
Are you done?
Is something behind you?
He's gonna come up with a
I'm looking for his damn sense.
See, again, that's a swing and a miss, bro. Come on, you're playing T-ball. You're still missing the ball.
No, I'm just saying.
Have a better joke for me.
I'm just saying, bro.
Come on.
Where your mind at, bro?
Come on.
Where your mind at?
My mind's in here. You dropped
yours. I don't even want to talk about it. Talk about Patrick.
Okay, then don't. Logan, this is the reason why Steph Curry will always be a very polarizing figure. Because there's people like Rob who, if he breathes, all of a sudden he's the greatest thing on earth. There are people who are scared to really look at Steph Curry and say, outside of shooting, what does he like? He's a solid player outside of shooting. His passing is nothing spectacular. Outside of his shooting, let me be fair. Outside of his shooting and his dribbling,
y'all the same people that talk about. Shaq
I'm not talking to you. I'm
dominated.
Until your name is Logan, I'm not talking to you.
Lord Jesus.
Until you go get your name, look at the chase to Logan Landers. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Logan. I'm talking to the fine gentleman with the headset that I'm speaking to. Not headphones, headset. That's what I'm talking to. So this is why nobody will ever truly give Steph proper flowers. Because every time we try to give him a little bit of flowers, you got people like Rob who take it, and you know the old saying, take an inch, and you give them an inch, they take a mile. I know about giving an inch, because that's what I give my fiance, right? She took a mile and popped me out 2 kids. So I know a lot about that saying. You're not going to sit here and tell me outside of shooting and dribbling, this kid belongs to be in the top 10. No disrespect, but let's be fair here. Because every time, and here's the part that blows my mind. Every single time we talk about the all-time Pantheon greats, we say how they can impact the game in more than one way. That was what was always told to me. That's what it was. If you're going to be a top 10 player all time, you need to impact the game in more than one way. Don't tell me that, oh, yes, Steph changed the game by being such a great shooter. If we're going by that, then let's get Lamar Odom in there because he changed the game because he's one of the first point forwards in the game. But again, nobody wants to have that conversation. Why don't they want to have the conversation? Because it doesn't fit their narrative. It's okay to give the guy flowers. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Logan. It's okay to give the guy. Yes. And don't say nothing about LeBron because when LeBron came in here, he was a shooting guard. Educate yourself, brother. You can't say nothing about it. Lamar Odom was one of the first guys who truly became a point forward. He was one of the first guys who would be in the floor especially with the league, and he would bring the ball up himself. Am I right or am I wrong, Rob? Now I'm talking to you. Am I right or am I wrong?
I guess you're right. You overtalk everybody, so that makes you right.
No, I'm asking.
Continue, Frank.
Rob,
you're right.
You've been doing the same thing.
Whatever you think is right is right.
Okay, John Suggs coming in. He's saying, would you rather have Tony Parker over Curry since he was more all around and stuff?
You tell me what team I have. If you're telling me I got a team that's like has solid guys and I just need to, for instance, if you're talking about the Celtics right now, I'm going to take a Tony Parker because we don't need a scorer. We need a guy who can orchestrate the offense. If you're talking about a team like the Lakers, who don't really need that, they kind of need a dude who's going to go out there and kind of put up points, then you're taking Steph.
It just depends on the team, pretty much.
Exactly. I just think
they're two different players.
Right. Like, what do you need? Do you need someone to orchestrate the offense, or do you need a scorer? Because if you need a scorer, you're going Steph. Yeah. If we're talking about between Tony Parker and Steph Curry, if you need someone to go get you that bucket, you're going to go Steph. And I don't think anyone's going to argue that. But again, this is the problem with giving Steph flowers, because the Steph fanboys take an inch, they try to reach for that mile, and when they can't reach there and stop at a quarter of a mile, They then start thuttering, and then the same reason why other players are not allowed to be top 10, top 5, top 20, the same reason they use to slander them, they try to use that to build up Steph. It's okay to give a guy flowers without going over the top. If the Celtics won, am I going to be out here saying, oh yeah, Jason Tatum is an all-time great Celtic? No.
You already went overboard when you called him a superstar.
Meanwhile, you was on that boat with me. So please, Rob, go back to your corner and try to formulate something else.
You called him a superstar.
And why did I call him a superstar? Again, people like you don't know what y'all really want. Y'all got narratives to fit your cute little story. Because every time Luka Doncic goes on his scoring droughts, no one says nothing. Why? Because he brings more to the table. John Morant brings more to the table. When he cannot score, he brings me. He gives me defense. He gives me rebounds. He can still facilitate. So why is it that when it's Jason Tatum, he's not allowed to do that? So y'all gonna tell me that this finals run is going to eliminate what he did against Miami? It's going to eliminate what he did against Brooklyn? It's going to eliminate what he did against Milwaukee? I'm just asking for a little bit of consistency. That's it. Ain't no way you're going to sit there and tell me that one guy's not a superstar and the other one isn't. But the reason you're saying that this guy's not a superstar, when every time he goes through that when the other guy in Luka Doncic, John Morant, anyone else, when they go through this, Damian Lillard, when they go through their same thing, everyone says, okay, he struggles scoring, but look what else he brought to the table. Why is it that we're not allowed to do that with Jason Tatum? I've been asking. No one can give me the answer until
because
you can
Jason Tatum has weapons. He has weapons.
Rob, Jay sent some questions in, and that is one of them. So given his lackluster effort in the finals, do you think that Tatum is still a superstar, or is he just a good option at this point? What do you think?
To go through, I think he's a star. He's like right there at the forefront of the cusp of being a superstar, but he didn't show up when it counted in scoring or defense. So I don't see where this is going, because they couldn't stop anything. They had one great game against the Warriors defensively. The game that Steph was missing those threes, he was missing the threes he was just hitting a game before. He gave everything he had in that 40-10 performance. He was tired the next game. Legs wasn't under them shots. Came right back out at this team, gave some help, took care of the job in game 6. Jason Tatum didn't show up. It almost lost it against Jimmy. Jimmy gave him buckets. Everybody, he got help. So I hate
Meanwhile, that. Jimmy Butler was out here begging for screens so that way Jason Tatum wasn't on.
Jimmy Butler gave y'all 47 in game 6. It was a 3-point shot away from eliminating.
On who?
You don't like the truth. You don't like the truth. You don't like the truth. You make those excuses. He hits that. He hits that 3.
That's a big L.
He hits that 3. It's a whole different narrative.
Okay, and guess what? And guess what? If my dick was probably 4 inches bigger, maybe I would have some more bitches on my dick. But guess what? I don't. I'm stuck with my 1 inch. So I don't hear about. I don't want to hear about the 1 inch.
Off the air, Pride.
Boy, don't get me tight. Stop saying stupid stuff.
It ain't stupid.
To give Pride his own medicine. Did I mean to say that? Did I say that on air?
To give me your own medicine. Get off, Logan. But no, you're wrong. You're trying to sit here and pretend that Jimmy Butler was doing this on him. No, he was trying to get mismatches, and he was trying to get the bigger option. So Rob, if you're not gonna tell, I'm gonna put it to you this way: if you're not gonna tell the full story, you're not running story time.
So Wiggins didn't just get Tatum the business.
He gave him the business. What was it? Game 5? He did. Yes.
In game 6.
Game 6? No, game 5.
In game 6.
Again. Wiggins hits one shot. Oh man, he's cooking. He's cooking.
He did. He got in the business defensively. Didn't he only score 2 points in the second half? Am I missing something?
Yes, you are. You are. Because you're not telling the full story how he was grabbing him the whole time.
You gotta flail his arms now.
Rob. Stop acting different.
So they weren't grabbing Steph Curry. And he still was doing what he had to do. They weren't pushing and pulling him, and Marcus Flop was out there flopping and jumping out. Come on, bro. Now you're giving them an excuse.
Jordan Poole, Draymond was flopping, Andrew Wiggins was flopping.
Lord Jesus.
Don't do that. Educate yourself.
Lord Jesus, bro. Okay. You're right. You're smarter than everybody in the room, bro.
So Rob, I am. Damn straight I am. So I gotta start hanging out with other people.
Rob, I'm gonna kick it to you now. How many more title runs do you think Golden State got left?
They got 2 more.
2 more in how many years? How many years?
In 4 years.
2 and 4?
Yep.
I don't know about 4.
They got 2 and 4 years.
We got John saying, what do the Warriors do with free agents Peyton and Looney? Do they do anything with Wiseman? Most of the teams getting extensions.
Well, they're gonna have to keep Wiseman.
Oh yeah, of course.
Keep Peyton too. You got to keep Peyton. Why give him
I can
else?
see him getting. I can see him getting rid of Looney potentially.
Right. So
because they got Kuminga, who's what, like 19, 20, super young.
And Kuminga showed promise. You know.
Yeah, I'm about to say he's going to be.
But Looney, I don't think Looney is going to really go out here. Even though he had a great performance, for the Warriors because he fits what they do.
But you don't know how he can do in a different system.
I don't think teams are going to be like running out here to go pay Looney. And I think Looney.
I mean, because we have seen dudes get big contract extensions from new teams after a good finals or after a good run. Damari Carroll comes to my mind, right? He had that good run with the Hawks.
That was a good run
for no money.
But
it was a good run.
But you got to think about.
But then he fell off face.
The opportunities Looney saw was because of who's on his team,
and not only that.
Right.
Looney he's not good.
He's not.
He's good at rebounds.
You know what? No. But you saw what happened with Boston. When Boston focused on Looney, when they said, "Okay, we watched tape on you. We know what you're gonna do." He kind of struggled that game too.
I could see him. I could see him leaving, going to a different team for more money. I don't think
he's leaving. I think Golden State getting rid of him. I do think
they bring back Peyton though, because he was a really good acquisition.
You're gonna bring back wing defenders. That's what you need, especially you in the West where you got to play the Lillards, you got to play the
you gotta have guys.
You got to play the Devin Bookers. You got to have wing players.
Not only that, I mean, I don't know how is Clay gonna look.
The John Morants of the world.
You would hope that Clay would have a good season next year after hopefully being more healthy, because he was never 100%. I don't care
you don't really know.
He's coming off of 2 knee surgeries.
Right, because you can make an argument that he wasn't healthy. But what if he was healthy and this is the Clay we're going to see from, heading forward?
Yeah, and I mean, it very well could be.
You know what, though?
We don't really know
we don't know yet.
Next year when he gets on the court. So that's a question mark. Draymond, I don't know what you're going to do with him. I don't know what you're going to do with him. So,
but Draymond's still under contract, ain't he?
Yeah, he's still
under contract.
Right, but you can move him for something.
I mean, you can move him for something, but I mean, it got to be something. I'm not moving my court just because of what he brings.
Yeah, so Draymond's still under contract through the 23-24 season. He'll be 34 in 2024 as an unrestricted free agent.
If I'm Golden State, I'm trying to get rid of him before that.
He's getting paid about 25 mil, 27 mil next season. So he's getting paid.
But that depends on. I honestly, because Draymond, you can honestly think about maybe half season. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we're gonna give you
to the All-Star break, maybe
half to see All-Star break to see how you are, and then
that's the thing too, is that from there. I don't know how he would fit in another system though, because he is built for the Warrior system of giving you some assists, giving you a few points, giving you some you know what I mean? He's not going to be that number 1 option. He might even be a number 2 option on their team.
No, but what people don't pay attention to on this team. What people don't pay attention to on this team, I call it the green effect. It's how Steph plays when Draymond is on the court too. So yeah, he might not be that number 1 option or the point forward that he used to be, but he gets Steph open. They're so in sync with each other. The way that they dribble, hand off the ball, and the way Steph, because Draymond does get away with things that some players can't get away with. He does.
And I don't know how that would work in another system with another team.
It doesn't work in another system. It doesn't work in another system. What I'm saying is he has to stay with Golden State. I think we all.
I think we're all with you on that.
I was about to say, I think we all agree here that.
But we were just saying hypothetically,
you need him to stay in that system, like
correct.
But my point is, I don't think you so quick to get rid of him. Because of the effect it has.
Is it just because Pride of the really bad stretch of games he's had where he got fouled out a few times, where he had what was it? Isaiah Thomas called him
grade school. That's
grade
a
school numbers.
line. Yeah, but
It
here's
was,
the
though.
part that no one. But here's the part no one's
that was
talking
rough.
about.
I could have gave y'all 7.
We could.
He's been like we need to. This is the part about Draymond nobody wants to talk about. He's been struggling for years. He's been struggling for years.
He hit some big threes in Game 6, though.
Yep, he had some big threes in Game 6 and was the reason they lost in Game 1.
He was.
And
But he showed up when he counted.
I feel like too that he's a big locker room guy.
I'm not
No,
big. There's a lot of people not big on Draymond. I like what Draymond does for the Warriors.
But here's the problem you're going through. You're going in there with clouded eyes. Like, dog, this ain't Draymond from back in the day. This ain't 73-9 Golden State Draymond.
No.
If we have that Draymond, we having a different conversation. We having a Draymond who's becoming a liability defensively, and now he's getting teched up. Literally now he doesn't shut up. You know what I mean? So like every time he goes and he's constantly getting teched up. He's now, and there's been a problem with him for the last couple of years, ever since after KD left. I'm not saying that that's the reason why. I just think it was his age, because I've always said this. Everyone has a certain prime in their life or in their career, and it's not always a 6-year or a 7-year prime. Some people only have a 3-4 year prime.
And I
do know one thing. No, I know a certain king that's
He's not
looking over there.
The only way he goes to Golden State is if Golden State can find a way to get Bronny.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen. That's all I'm saying. This is like the third time I heard that I want to go play with them boys.
So why did he do it the first time?
Yeah.
Because he had AD. He had AD.
No.
You talking about back in Miami?
No.
Not that far. No.
We talking about Cleveland?
Yeah, Cleveland.
When he went back to Cleveland?
Yeah, why'd you go there?
Because he went back home. He wanted to win a ring for his hometown.
After he won the ring. Why didn't you go there? Because you did your job.
He went to the Lakers.
No,
I think
he was signing 1 year deal. So
honestly, I think the Kobe death affected him, where he felt like he had to do it. Like he had to. It was like, now I'm here, and then Kobe passes away. I got to get them a ring. Just not just even for my legacy, but just because of what he meant to the Lakers.
I mean, but maybe that could have been a factor, because, you know, for all we know, that could have been it. So I'm not going to pretend like it
right.
wasn't.
But, I mean, there's also a lot of other things too. Is that, I mean, how many years had LeBron been linked to the Knicks because it's the New York market and he would thrive there? But
remember, before he went to Miami, when Jay-Z owned Brooklyn, it was like, oh yeah, he's
definitely going there. Yeah,
it was that. All I'm saying is LeBron had his opportunities to go there, and he did it. And what you're saying about him wanting to go play with them, let's put context. He didn't just randomly come out and say that. The reporter was baiting him and said, of the 4 teams left in these playoffs, who would you want to go play with? And he was like, Golden State. And
he also said it on the shop. I want to play with Draymond. I would love for Draymond to cut me out.
Tell the full story. They're prodding him. It's not like he's just randomly saying, damn, man, I want to go to Golden State. Right. It's questions he's being asked, and he's being honest. And if we're going to be honest, Golden State would be
okay. So what about the Steph thing? What about the Steph thing? They didn't even mention Golden State. They just said, who you want to play with? I want to play with Steph.
So who do you want to play with? Steph. Where does LeBron normally have a lot of his success?
Shooters.
With someone.
Shooters. I know. That's why I didn't understand what the hell the Lakers did when they got Westbrook.
Damien said, thank God he didn't come to Chicago. That would have been hell.
You would have said that, but I promise you.
Chicago would have been at least close to a finals, if not 1-1.
I promise you they're winning at least 2. I promise you.
Thank you, Lord.
But Rob,
come on, Damien.
You can't sit there and say that.
He just saying that because of me.
Yeah. Damien. He's
a troll. This is all I'm saying. LeBron James wants to play with Steph Curry, who's the greatest shooter of all time.
Who wouldn't want to play with him?
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Thank you. So
everyone who's ever picked up a basketball would want to play with him.
I'm just saying, don't make it seem like it's like a scheme. It's just him just talking.
So Pride.
Go ahead.
Is Steph top 10?
No. I mean this literally with all due disrespect. If I see any top 10 with Steph on it, I'm not talking to you regarding basketball.
Okay, can I tell you my top 10?
Nope, I'm not interested.
Can I tell you?
Nope.
Can you just listen though?
No. Nope.
Rob's got to be going in the comments, putting them down.
Nope.
About to type them out. I'm typing them out right now.
All right. So Pride, while he does that, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Oh, go ahead.
Once again from Jay. Given the Celtics roster, what do they need, or who do they need, to get back to the finals and win? Given the fact that they're most likely barring injuries, probably they got a good chance of getting back again next year. They, just Milwaukee, and that's about it. That's their top competition right now.
Right.
So who do they need to get, or who do they need to get rid of?
So I think there's two things that we need, that we truly do need. So first and foremost, I think we do need to get another big man, but a younger one, because what Al Horford brought to Boston this year, it was great. But I don't think you'll be able to bring that, expect that from him next year. You
shouldn't be able to. I mean, my God, he's been in the league since 2007.
Right. And
it ain't like he's a young pup.
Right. And then let's say you do expect him to do that a few times, you should still have other people there.
So do you think that Williams is the right option right now, given his knee injuries and whatnot?
A option. Because
not the option.
I wouldn't say the option. I would say a option. And it's only because if we're going to give Robert Williams time after all the injuries and all the hoopla he did, people forget we call him Time Lord. Do you want to know why we called him Time Lord? We didn't call him Time Lord as a sign of love. It was a sign of disrespect originally. We called him Time Lord because the bozo didn't have a watch and was always late. He was getting suspended and fined because he was missing mandatory meetings because he was always late. That's why we called him Time Lord. That's why.
Phenomenal. Man, he was just working on CP time.
Nah, bro. He was working on that look-see time. For y'all who don't know, go on YouTube, look up look-see. He's got a time that goes backwards. That's how messed up my guy was in the beginning, bro. He was on backwards time, but he got it together. If we're gonna give him time, I think we definitely do need to give Grant Williams some time and consider him as an option. Now, that being said, if we can go and get somebody like a DeAndre Ayton, sacrifices
he would fit good with y'all
perfectly.
But I don't think the Ayton thing works without a point guard.
Which goes to my number 2 thing. We need a point guard like a Ron. I'm not gonna say Chris Paul because I feel like that's always the Jerry thing. Like a Chris Paul, a Ricky Rubio type of guy who will grab the reins and go, look, right now, we need to run set plays. Go from there. I do like Marcus Smart trying it, but my problem with Marcus Smart is he'll do great for like 5 plays in a row, and then he'll get some assists and some shot or two, and he starts feeling himself. And next thing you know, he brings the ball up, and it's 3 3-point attempts in a row. And it's like you need to ride with the flow of the game. You can't just be like, oh yeah, now it's my time to just start yakking them up. Nah, you can't do that. So again,
what point guard are you looking at there?
I'm looking at
you looking for a trade, or would you looking for free agency?
You know what? What about like a Tyus Jones?
Maybe even a Tyus.
You don't need a superstar there. You just need a decent,
but
you need a guy with a little bit of experience. That's about it.
That's it.
But you need a guy that's an actual point guard though.
Yes,
somebody who, when Tatum and Jalen are struggling to get in their sweet spots, somebody that's going to reel the team in and say, hey, Tatum, go on the post. Go in the post.
Not even that, because sometimes
you need somebody that's gonna run. I think their problem, honestly, they didn't run play like seriously. Sometimes they would run Jaylen Brown had to hit some of the toughest shots I've seen. So they earned my respect. Jaylen Brown earned my respect, bro. Like Jaylen Brown was killing I'm sorry, I almost cursed. I caught myself.
After everything I said, bro, you can go ahead and curse.
But you know what? He was killing them boys one-on-one. I give him that. Jaylen Brown was going to work.
Right.
He was going to work.
Pride, I got a list, Pride, of free agent point guards here. I'm gonna name off just a few. Okay. And you just say yes or no.
Yay or nay.
All right. Yeah, there you go. All right, we got John Wall.
You didn't even got to say nothing.
Nah, we got Russell Westbrook. I'm not looking at his screen, so I couldn't see his react. Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, get Westbrook.
If he opts out, nah. Okay. Kyrie. Do you want to go round 2, Kyrie?
Oh, I know that puts you in a hell no.
All right, Ricky
no.
Rubio,
Boston-
as we
Boston
mentioned.
can't come.
I'll take Ricky.
We've
You
also
gonna take?
got
Wait. I'm sorry. Hold on. You talking about I can't play a full season, Rubio?
Again, if you don't understand why I said that, then you clearly don't. You missed the entire point, and you're contradicting yourself. The point is going over your head. So, Logan,
some other restricted. We got DeLon Wright, Tyus Jones, Patty Mills.
Patty Mills, I would like that because not only can he run it, but he can also, if you need a stretch of him doing this thing, he can do it. And he
liability defensively.
And those are just.
But we have a whole bunch of defenders, so I do think if we get a point guard,
Clearly that meant nothing because you had nothing but defenders on the floor, and Steph got off. You gonna put Patty Mills on him?
So you don't know basketball without telling me you don't know basketball.
Come on, bro. Brian, you are not a basketball survivor. If you think that Patty Mills works with that, come on, bro. Maybe as your sixth man.
Hold on, time out. You're the same dude who's saying that. Yeah, we left Peyton Pritchard out there.
Yeah, no, that was not.
I question that.
So honestly, with all due disrespect, Rob, stop it. You don't know what you're talking about because you're up there hooping and hollering about Steph, and Steph had a great series.
Y'all left Peyton Pritchard out there. Y'all lost. Y'all lost, right?
Steph did a great job. Hats off to him. But talk about Wiggins game 1 through 3 when that kid was getting locked down. Talk about Draymond looking like a bum. Talk about Steph looking, or not Steph, Klay Thompson. People talking about this she get cut. Jordan Poole was on the verge. Like, tell the full story. Everyone said this. You're playing for Golden State. Steph's gonna probably get 60. Let him just shut down everybody else. We lost in 6. We did our best. But
so how y'all couldn't stop Steph, but y'all just shut down KD. You couldn't stop little old Steph.
Basketball is hard for some people. I see now basketball is hard.
You're right.
Basketball.
If you was coaching the Celtics, y'all have got swept.
All right. John Sugg coming in saying, "What do you think? Who do you think the Hornets will hire as their next head coach? Since Kenny Atkinson is going to stay with Golden State, he suggested Terry Stotts, 8 straight playoff appearances with the Blazers. They talked to Snyder in returning to coaching
for who?
For the Hornets."
I thought it was Kenny. Did they?
No, he came back. He came today saying that he wasn't going to take the job. He's staying in Golden State
because he see another 2 rings like I do.
I'm about to. He sees more titles. I'd rather stay in Golden State, be an assistant man, than go to the
I'm
Hornets.
surprised Mike Brown ain't reneged
right now.
I'm surprised Mike Brown ain't reneged.
Who would?
I honestly, I wouldn't. I would want. Well,
it just depends, you know.
Only after a while, you're gonna want to go and be like,
"Yo." You say that with malice in your heart.
He said, "Yeah."
How did you hear what I said?
You said I wouldn't. That's all I needed to hear.
Okay. So okay. And I'm not wasting my breath with you. I'm not wasting my breath.
We're gonna touch on this again just real quick, because Jay did want me to ask it. He says, so since Curry and Braun both have 4 championships now, 4 rings, and their hardware, he said, is almost pretty much the same. Mm-hmm. If Curry finishes his career with one team and more rings, plus that Finals MVP he has now, and a couple more times, perhaps, is his legacy better than LeBron?
No.
All right, good talk, guys. Good work. No. All right, next time.
only reason why I say that is because
No.
If like
also, I think people forget that LeBron's won Defensive Player of the Year 6 times.
LeBron was the best player on his team every time.
Yeah, he made NBA
all defensive team. That's it.
All defensive team 6 times. And
Steph's
honestly,
never gonna crack that.
Bro, I don't get how.
And I get why.
Which year did he get wrong?
You heard what I said. You heard what I saw.
Mike D'Antoni. Oh God.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
They gave it to Marcus All. They sure did.
Yeah, that's true.
That to me was the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
They did, and I think that year he won MVP. I'm convinced the league was doing everything they possibly
they're trying
could
everything
to protect MJ's legacy.
You know what?
I'm convinced.
It's funny you bring this question up because when I did mention my top 10 earlier, people that know me was like, "You put LeBron above Kobe? I can't believe you did that." But I said we gotta look at facts. It's facts, bro. LeBron was the best player on his team with every team he played with. Every time. Every time. It was LeBron. I don't care if you had, I don't care who you had on the team.
He's 37.
Top 75, top 25, top 15. LeBron was the best player on that team.
He was the unanimous best player on the planet. Since
Kobe wasn't always the best player on this team, and Steph wasn't always the best player on this team.
And let's not forget, he still had a great year this year at
Yeah.
36.
At
36. It wasn't like he
36.
sucked.
He
You
was-
know?
to
He
me,
had a-
at-
He plays
That's the
those last 2 games and he wins the scoring title.
Yeah.
and
bro.
honestly, if the Lakers have a winning record, he's in the MVP conversation.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
He was the player on that team. Because we all know Westbrook struggles.
Yeah, it was
we all
LA
know
LeBron.
Davis was hurt for 90% of the season, and everyone else just didn't pan out.
Logan,
Hold on,
go
you
to-
said 90?
Logan,
You said
go
90?
to another question. Me and Pride agreeing too much. Go to
Hold on,
I'm
another
about to
question.
say,
You said 90?
it felt like he missed 90% of the season, bro.
It was that low?
Yeah.
I thought it was
Weird.
98.
Oh. I thought it was like 99.
It's all right though, because Laker Nation
you know what I've been calling it? I've
bullied
been
him
calling
into
him-
shooting, so it's all right.
I've been calling AD because Freddie inspired me because
Okay.
he's been calling Russ and AD ass and glass. So he inspired me to come up with a new nickname for AD.
Okay.
So I call him hand sanitizer. You know,
Wow.
because you know how hand sanitizer kills 99.99% of bacteria. AD is injured 99.999% of the
There we
time.
go.
I'm an AD fan, so I'm allowed to say that. I love AD, so
Right.
I'm allowed to crack jokes.
Hey, I just called him IP.
What does that mean?
Injury prone.
Oh, IPDNP. I can't.
All right. So enough about street clothes, Davis. The NBA draft is 5 days away. Who y'all want your team to go with, or do you just see him trading your picks?
I don't know who.
Rob, I know you don't even care.
I don't care. Warriors don't need to get nobody out the draft, so
Brian, what you think?
Now
the
you're
Celtics?
Warriors fan. Bro, we don't have a first round pick.
Well, all right, screw it then.
Yeah, no,
Um,
we
Brian, I did just mention the Bulls first. I said I don't care who the Bulls pick because they got deeper problems than that. I did mention the Bulls first.
Yeah, no, we sent our first round pick. It would have been the 25th pick, I think it was. We sent it to Spurs. I think we sent it to the Spurs in the Derek White trade. I think we sent Josh Richardson in a first for Derek White.
I think so.
He was a decent pickup for y'all.
Decent. He was a great pickup, bro.
He showed up. He showed up.
I definitely do like him. He's my guy. Sacrificed his hairline for defense.
Well, that boy got a forehead on him.
Yo,
He's good people.
I forgot what game it was, but they he was walking down the aisle. I think going into the court, and he's like go to the court. He didn't have his headband on, and my guy's like trying to pull his hair mad hard to cover his hairline, and he's like just like that, and I'm like, homie, just give up. Just give up.
He's good peoples. He good peoples. But one day I was I think I was flipping the channel after the game went off, and they showed the post game conference, and him he was at the podium, and I was like, whoa! I was like, oh Lord Jesus!
Oh, it's rough. It's rough for a pimp, bro. It's rough for a pimp.
I think you were sitting up there with Marcus Smart.
Probably was. Logan, I don't know if you want to put up John Suggs' question because I think it's a pretty.
Hey, give him 1 sec. Hold on. Hold on. You said Jabari Smith Jr. or Paolo Banchero going first overall, or do you think someone else could go top pick like Chet or Jaden Ivey? It's feeling like Chet might go first. That's just kind of what I've been hearing.
But that's stupid.
Don't
Orlando got the first pick? I'm not picking Chet.
Why?
I would have picked Banchero.
But why wouldn't you pick?
You got Wendell Carter,
and
I just feel like I wouldn't want to see them two play together.
But don't you think you can just get Chet? He's already undersized as is.
I don't.
So.
Hey, you do look like Sleep Johnson. Hey, you do just a little bit.
I want to turn off my camera so much, but I gotta commit. I gotta commit.
Hey, but you know what though? The real question is, do you think Chet is gonna be a bust?
No, because my thing is when you're undersized, there's kind of first of all, let's just be honest here. A lot of teams go for undersized guys. Let's just get that out the way. Everyone, ever since Golden State started doing it, now everyone wants a death lineup where like the heaviest person weighs 130 soaking wet.
The only thing I'm concerned with him is
bro.
I'm not saying it works for everyone.
You know who his body type reminds me of? Brandon Ingram when he got drafted because that man needed some burgers in him. He was
he looked like Giannis when he first got drafted.
No.
Giannis is small, bro.
He was,
Giannis,
compared to the Giannis we know today.
But the thing is, when Giannis first came in, there was still some muscle and some dimension to him.
I'm saying
Giannis was little.
He ain't got much.
But it looked like he.
So we said KD.
I would say like a KD-ish, Brandon Ingram-ish, where you just look like
long and lanky.
That's it.
But he don't play like them, so I just don't know.
No. We're not saying his playing style. We're just saying
no. But I'm saying with his body type, the fact that he can't play like a KD or a Brandon Ingram. But I don't know how much success he can have.
But I think he can, though. Like that. I'll be honest. I think he can.
And I mean, it is going to be interesting too.
I don't think that'll work in a system like Orlando, though.
But Orlando, at this point, Orlando doesn't have.
If I'm Orlando, I'm going to go get Banchero and start a system.
You think Banchero and Cole Anthony would probably be the 1-2 combo for them?
That'd be nice.
Cole Anthony ain't no part of no 1-2 combo, bro.
I mean, for what you got to ride with what you got right now.
Oh, you're talking about.
That's Orlando's
I get you though. You talking about Tims, big Tims.
But yeah, look, like I understand what you're saying. Like, right. My thing is, and I've said this last time we talked about the draft. For me, the top four picks, Logan and Rob, you're encouraging him. and you know what gets me so tight?
He's doing great though.
You want to know what gets me so tight about him saying that? I low key, I'm simping because I got the chain and I got the tank top and whatnot. So I'm low key like simping.
Hey, just say mi familia.
Welcome to la familia.
Yeah. That's kind of eerie, but I like it though.
Oh Lord.
Look, my thing is, I think the top four picks, obviously, either Jabari Smith, Chet Holmgren, Paulo Banchero, and Jaden Ivey. I think all of them are going to be solid.
That's Payola.
You said who's Payola?
Paulo. It's Payola.
Payola.
That's what we call it.
Okay. Well, I call him Paulo.
I think I heard Jay say that, I was like, that's funny. Payola.
No, Jay's just trying to pronounce his name. Come on.
But for me, it kind of comes down to I don't think in your top four, whoever you get, I don't think you're wrong.
No, I mean those guys. There's not like a true set number one. I don't think.
Right.
I would think like, especially since Houston just got rid of Christian Wood, that you go out to check. I don't know
that one. I could see more now. Now that
you know what I'm saying.
They don't really have a big now, do they?
Well, they do, but they kind of want to go.
They could get someone better, is what you're saying,
right?
But I feel like with the way Green and them play, and the fact that Chet can stretch the floor, that'll be nice for Houston.
Logan, how long have I been saying that?
Forever.
Thank you. I just want the record to show that I thought Chet Holmgren. I think he's going off one. I think he's going number one. I really do. But I think the best.
That's what I'm kind of leaning towards, but it wouldn't.
Hey, they can still trade for him. That's what happened with Luka and Trey.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
That worked out for both teams.
If I'm Houston, I don't.
I
don't, because like the top three. Because think about it. You got the third pick, right? You're gonna want a big man, right? You're gonna want a big man. You got two power forwards and a center.
Yeah. And
I say center loosely. I think Chet Holmgren's a stretch four.
Yeah.
That's just me. I think he's a stretch four that
John said
by the way,
Keegan Murray can slide in the top three.
I will tell you this right now. I don't think he's gonna slide in the top three. I do think
top five.
Four. I think Sacramento would actually look at Keegan Murray. I think the only way they don't and they go with the Jaden Ivey route is
that's that guard, right?
Yes.
They lost Halliburton.
Keegan Murray.
They didn't lose him. They got rid of him.
Well, they got rid of Halliburton
for no reason.
Yeah, but I mean, you kind of had to.
Yeah.
Kind of had to because he was gonna get paid.
I think though, if they can get a nice guard over there, you got some bonus. Sacramento can make a little noise. You still got
in my opinion.
What's his name? What's the fast dude name?
De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox. So
I don't know about Jaden Ivey because Jaden Ivey, even though he's a two guard, he's a primary ball handler. So I think him that's kind of why Rob, stop laughing. Do not encourage them. Logan.
I try I tried not
Hey,
to,
hey.
and then I saw
You saw
Dame
Logan?
Dash. No, I saw Dame Dash and
Fat
state
Dash.
property in my head. I saw state property in my head. Dame Dash.
Oh my god. But
That was hilarious.
but yeah,
yeah.
Keegan Murray,
Hey y'all,
I
leave
can see-
Pride alone. I'm gonna take up for my.
I'm about to say we've been going this for an hour. Leave him
leave
alone.
my boy Pride alone. The fact that
Come
he
on.
cut his head is admirable.
That is, yes, we
listen,
commend him for that.
like I said, man, I was messing with y'all saying I wasn't going to, but I looked in the mirror and when I took a shower, bro, I felt so like I felt even nakeder than usual.
But you felt honest. I know that.
Not really. I thought the shower was gonna come in at my house, bro. I said that out loud. My fault.
All right, let's keep it.
Yeah, we can go ahead.
Let's keep it moving. Doing some wrestle talk.
What a guy.
Vince McMahon, longtime, CEO, owner, everything in WWE, temporarily steps down as the CEO. His daughter, Stephanie, who left the company like maybe a month ago, if even, is now stepping in as interim CEO. And Vince is still going to be on the creative team.
Mm-hmm.
So, pretty much what happened in Pride. You can tell me if I'm wrong in any sense of this. Vince McMahon got caught with his hand in the cookie jar, we'll say, and he ended up. It was said he paid a woman. I forget what her role was with the company.
She was like a paralegal or something like
yes,
that.
a paralegal. Yes,
Yeah, paralegal. Yeah.
$3 million of his own personal finances from his own wallet. That ain't the issue. I mean, let's not forget the fact this man's still married, I believe, and has kids. Whatever.
So
the real issue. That wasn't the big thing.
I didn't mean it. No, I didn't mean it. It was a joke.
The big issue for the genetic jackhammer here is he paid, I believe, upwards or somewhat. It has, I think, been officially confirmed. $100,000+ of the company money by giving this woman a raise.
Yes,
and he is now being looked into by the board of directors. And there's an investigation going on. And also John Laurinaitis, longtime talent consultant, yada, 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 just everything backstage.
Executive Vice President of Talent Relations.
There you go. He was also caught with the same woman. So
she gets around.
Bro, rumor has it she was Paige, and John Laurinaitis was Brad Maddox, and Xavier Woods was played by Vince McMahon. That's the rumor.
he said, I bet when you turn that
Oh, wow.
he said, I bet they're going to make it. That would surprise me one bit.
I was talking to Chris about
I
this.
would think they would.
This is Vince is the same dude who made a storyline about fucking and impregnating his daughter. This is going to be a storyline.
He also tried to kill himself on TV by having a blow-in of a
actually
limo.
killed himself.
And he also
We were talking before we went on
Mark
screen.
Henry and Mae Young gave birth to a hand.
Like he's a weirdo, bro.
We also were talking about how he was wearing a do-rag back in like 06, 07.
He said the N-word.
Mm-hmm.
He said it. He said it. I don't care what nobody said. What book it say? Tell me. He didn't say that.
So, what were your thoughts on this situation? Do you think that
do-rag Pride? You got a new persona.
Yeah. You said I didn't know Jonathan Matt was in here. That's good.
I try to be a good guy, man.
I know. It's just him at this point, man. Everyone else is done stopped. But what do y'all think is going to happen with this? Rob, I'll let you go first. Do you think that this is going to end up costing Vince the company and he'll have to step down for real? What you think? What you think, Rob?
I don't think so. I mean, it happened already. He might have to pay a fine or pay some money back to the WWE, but I don't think it. Once you just got to let it blow over. You got to let it blow over. I think right now it's fresh, it's hot. It gives you something to talk about, especially with the competition going on with the other wrestling companies, especially with like an AEW who has kind of opened up that forbidden door and allowed multiple promotions to fight each other. So
Rob said the forbidden door.
The forbidden door.
Love to see it.
You know, hey. So now it's like, you know, okay, it's kind of wrestling is hot again to me. I think like wrestling is getting a buzz, especially with how big Roman Reigns has been in WWE. So I don't know. I don't know if you necessarily get rid of Vince, and I don't know if you can really get rid of Vince because
I don't know if you can.
As long as the McMahon is in charge, he's in charge.
I mean, it's. I don't think he's gonna officially have to step down for good. I think it's just gonna be, like you said, temporary thing, and it'll eventually blow over. Like he'll pay money or something like that. It ain't a good look though. I mean, because this man is in his 80s almost.
He probably gonna step down soon anyway.
I don't know about that one now.
You think he gonna die? You think he gonna die, CEO?
He's gonna be Jerry Jones. He's gonna die in that chair.
He's gonna die.
He's gonna
die in that chair in Gorilla.
Oh yeah,
and no one's gonna call 911 because Vince is gonna get tight.
And Kevin Dunn's gonna have 50 camera shots in between.
Yeah.
Look at Ice-T with the do-rag.
He definitely took the worst stunner in history.
No, it was the best.
Oh god, yeah, that was best. Bro, I need to go back and watch our live reactions.
Like in my opinion, you want to know what the best jackhammer is? I think it was at Crown Jewel when Goldberg did Undertaker and basically that was the best. Okay.
John said he owns a majority of the company's Class B shares, giving him majority of shareholders' voting power. Yep. The Class B shares have 10 times the voting power of Class A shares available to the regular investors and are owned exclusively by Mr. McMahon. So it's basically like teams investigating themselves in the sense of we're going to look into it because you have to say that, but nothing's going to happen.
And this is what it is. This is all it is. They're investigating him for two reasons. One, just give us the money back and we'll move on with our lives. That's one. Two, because they're a publicly traded company, they need to do this to look good in the eyes of the shareholders.
Because I mean, they are in the stock market. Like that needs to be put out there too.
So that's really it. That's the only reason they're doing this. They're just gonna go handle it when it gets resolved or whatever. They'll probably be like, Vince, you got to pay. And instead of 100,000, it was 200,000. Yeah. He pays that because this guy literally just shits out hundreds because he's bored. Then he's gonna go to Titan Tower because we all know he doesn't really have a house. He just sleeps in there. I'm convinced. He's just gonna go there. They're gonna wait a couple months, and then they're gonna have the 20th anniversary of when Vince won the ECW title. And they're gonna trot him out there. They're gonna find some arbitrary anniversary date for Vince McMahon. Like, Vince McMahon is 85 years old. Oh, his balls dropped. Like something stupid like that. They're gonna trot the guy out there. Then when he goes out there, they're gonna pop for him. Even during
how long do you think it's going to be before he gets back on TV again? Though I think it'll be a while.
Couple years.
Couple years. I'd say maybe Mania. I think it's going to be a while though. It's not going to be anytime soon.
I don't think he's going to have he's always going to have a presence on TV. Like if it's a Hall of Fame, he's going to be there.
That's what I'm saying.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't think it's going to be that long. It's going to be one of those important things.
And I mean, he was on SmackDown last night for God's sake.
Yeah, but
I mean, everyone was saying, "Oh, he's going to talk about." And it's like, no, of course he's not going to. Why would he talk about that on the air?
But the thing is like having him. Yeah, it was just an ego rub for him.
It was just to get ratings.
Right. But here's the thing.
Kiss my ass and.
We hear you, Rob, loud and clear. For me, I thought him coming out would have been stupid. And the reason why I think it would have been stupid is because, think about it. Either A, you're going out there to address it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're going to go out there to address it, that's dumb because you might as well just go have a conversation with the board and try to solve this quickly. Or two, just come out there and completely ignore the issue, which makes you look even dumber.
No, Damien, get out of here. No, that's the worst one we've seen. That is the worst one we've seen.
He smacked some cheese on his head. He wild as hell. Oh, snap.
Hey, I will say though, Pride, at least Shawn Michaels has grown his hair back out though. Oh, we done lost him.
That was a good one. Hey, Yuki wild for that one.
Hey. Oh no, here we go. He said you can fry ham on that.
It's messed up because he giving visuals. Like I can see somebody.
Yeah, he said Mr. Clean. That's a classic. Pride, come
Hey, y'all
back.
leave Pride alone, man. Come on,
We
Pride.
done bullied him off the show. Come on.
Come on, Pride. Hey, Pride, you can put your do
Put
rag
your do
on and
rag
then
back on.
tie it in a ponytail. You look like Steven Seagal. There you go, my boy.
Well, while we wait for him, let's move on to the next topic. Hopefully he comes back.
You need Pride because I don't know baseball.
So Pride, the A's and Rays. No, he didn't just do that. No.
Did you come back with cheese? Oh, Pride, I love you, man. He
That's how committed he is. He went to his kitchen
and
to
got
grab
cheese. That could have went in his kid's mouth, but he put it on his head for you guys.
Now he's just gonna eat it.
Hey, he said it's his head.
Commitment. You won't see this anywhere else. Commitment.
Nah, you ain't gonna see anyone doing this.
Look at that.
He said, "Yeah, he looks like a Puerto Rican."
Hey, Pride, and I like the Lawrence Taylor earring. I love the Lawrence.
Earring.
Hey, that's the Lawrence Taylor earring.
Oh, yeah. So the A's and Rays need a new park, the commish says, or they gotta move. These parks suck.
They're horrible.
Oakland's been around since like the 60s. Tampa's been around since the 90s. And they ain't doing upgrades to them. I mean, you hear in Oakland, they got like sewage, they got rats, they got the food sucks. It ain't good. The Athletics played calls since 68, and their lease expires after the 24 season.
Lord.
Yeah, they need a new. They are the only team that needs a new place. I don't care about the Rays right now. Oakland needs a new place.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the Razors.
They were the last team. They were the last team to ever have a football and a baseball like stadium.
Right.
That's when the Raiders played there too.
Right. Yeah.
But I would see the Raiders have one of the best stadiums in sports.
Right. The Rays isn't that bad, but you still
The Rays do need a new one though, because I mean,
Yeah.
Dropcan ain't that great. But
that's what I'm saying.
Oakland
So
way more. It's like 1 and 2.
But here's the thing. I think Tampa does it no problem. I think, okay, cool, whatever. We'll build another one.
Tampa could do it because I mean they're in Tampa, but Oakland I feel like they can move.
Oakland is the one that concerns me.
You think they moved to Vegas? I mean, Vegas ain't got a base. They got a major league team. They got minor league teams, but ain't major league.
I don't think Oakland stays. That's just
Golden State just left Oakland. They in the San Francisco now.
That's true.
But you wonder what the difference is? Nobody wanted Golden State to leave. The fans are demanding the Oakland Athletics leave now because they
are getting attendance of like 5,000. Like fans are not
want to sell.
No, and this is what happening. Rob, the owners purposely raised the prices for parking, for season tickets, and I mean this team is, I think, maybe dead last in their division, if not right there.
Pocket.
Like the team ain't good. The team ain't good, and they're wanting people to pay more money. I mean, they've set like record low attendance numbers this season of like 5,000, 6,000, and this is a major league stadium with a major league team. This isn't minor league teams draw more than that.
I just want to throw it out there. So the Reds are 23 and 42.
Okay.
And the Nationals are 23 and 46. We agree that's bad, right?
Very.
The Oakland Athletics are 22 and 45. So they have the worst record in baseball.
So the worst record in baseball, and the owners they jacked up the prices.
And by the way, Rob, why they're jacking up the prices? It's not like they're doing it to go get more talent.
No. These are Walmart shoppers here on this team. These are
before I got
on. Oakland's been doing this for 20 seasons. They have gotten a good player. Once they get any sort of trade value, like they did with Matt Chapman, like they did with Matt Olson.
Gone.
Yep, they're gone. They get gone. Guess what? Prospects and draft picks.
That's it.
Because they have one of the, I don't think it's the lowest anymore, but I know it is probably top 5 in terms of like just budget as well. So they can't pay free agents.
Right.
I heard Arizona Coyotes being evicted because they didn't pay the rent.
Listen,
because they're playing. I think if I'm not mistaken, isn't Gale River Arena the one at Arizona State, the college? So I know they've been playing there for a minute, or they're going to. Bro, that's how sad that is. A national team, a major league team playing in a college stadium, like because they have to.
Real quick, I don't know if you guys want to go back, but the Sacramento Kings are willing to trade their 4th overall pick for Jordan Poole?
That's a
I don't
tough
know.
one.
I wouldn't do it.
Nah.
Because I don't think anybody. I don't think anybody that's
nobody in
worth
that
going
draft
to
class
trade
is
in my
nobody
opinion,
in that draft class is equal to
would fit them.
Jordan Poole.
No,
it's not even equal
would
to
fit
Jordan
them.
Poole. I just think Jordan Poole is better than them.
I wouldn't.
He's not. He's not better than Banchero.
But you're not going to get Banchero at the 4th pick. So why even risk it?
You could.
I wouldn't do it.
You're not going to get Banchero, man. He's going in top 3. He's going to top 3.
If somebody,
who got number 4 at the who got number 4? Sacramento.
Sacramento got
right?
the 4.
Yeah, Sacramento.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll see. Like, we'll
Banchero.
be doing the draft live. Well, during the show, we're going to be the draft will be on Friday at 8. I believe so. I mean, we'll be on the show. We'll see a few of the picks at least. He said, "Oh no." Pride
That was
said
awful.
sizzles.
The cheese one was funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you come on. You run out of ones. I can tell. It's all right. But you've gone on for an hour though. I don't blame you, brother.
But you know what though? I wouldn't do it. I honestly think if you're thinking about getting rid of a Jordan Poole, it's gonna be you got to get something in return.
Yeah,
that ain't.
I mean,
that ain't it.
Let's not pretend Jordan.
I'm not saying no. I'm not saying like you gonna get LeBron or something. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying at least I could get a.
Also, my thing is, why would you give the Warriors a top 4 pick? This team just won the finals. Why would you give them a top 4 pick?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm just. Why would you give the team that just won the finals a top 4 pick?
Easy.
Yeah,
easy.
Because you think Jordan Poole gonna do it for you.
If you're risking it.
So, I wouldn't lie. I mean, if you could put Jordan Poole with Sabonis, you might have a 1-2 punch you could build in Sacramento.
But that's the thing. By the time you finish building it, Sabonis is gone. Yeah, let's be honest here.
That's true.
That's also another concern you gotta have with this deal. Like you're still hoping that he can. That Jordan Poole,
I'm curious who's like the longest tenured.
Sabonis just don't play no defense, bro.
No.
He don't play no deep. Like I think he awesome offensively,
but he don't play.
He's like such a liability defensively. It's like it kind of worked in Indiana because you had Turner back there. He was getting killed while he been in Sacramento. They been going at Sabonis' head.
I don't think it's that bad though, because you
got to remember bad enough.
Nah, but you got to remember, he's getting killed by who though?
Yeah, they got some killers out west.
And not only that, they're calling him, so he's got to guard the ball dominant person.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what I mean? Like there's times that he's out there and he's guarding Kyrie Irving. Right. Or he's guarding.
I get what you're saying, but in today's league,
I think it's a little.
In today's league, your big man got to be able to at least move their feet.
They got to be able to guard the perimeter.
In today's league, your four gonna have to guard the wing.
Yeah,
because they gonna do so much switching off the screen.
No, you're right.
They headhunting because Jaylen Brown was headhunting Draymond. Hey, that's what earned my respect. Jaylen said, "Come here, Draymond. I saw the screen coming." He said, "I don't want that damn screen. Come here, boy. I'm finna. You said you're the best defender ever. Show me."
Pride, Damon wants to know if you're streaming the fight later tonight.
Who fighting tonight? Oh, this UFC.
We got UFC tonight?
UFC.
Who we got?
It's Cater versus Emmett.
Will you be streaming this or you just watching it by yourself?
Honestly, I'm just watching it myself only because I think it already started.
It is what time? 9:22.
Because I think it started at 8.
All right, I got you. All right, final thoughts, everyone. Let's wrap it up. Rob, what you got?
Shout out to the Warriors, man. They once again on top. What I liked about it was a feel-good story because a lot of people, man, when KD left and said he was gone, so many people doubted Steph and thought that he couldn't lead this team back to the promised land. Even though he had won a ring without KD. The Warriors won a ring without him. But people just thought that they were so KD reliant that they couldn't do anything else. So to see them prove people wrong after being at the lowest of the low, they were the worst team in the league. You know how hard it was to tell people you was riding with the Warriors when they was like bad, but we stuck with them and they got back to the top, man. So shout out to Steph. Glad he finally got his Finals MVP. Pride doesn't agree, but to me, he has become top 10 all time. So shout out to him. Pride wouldn't let me say my top 10. He wouldn't let me say my top 10, which is bogus.
Go ahead, say your top 10. Fine, go ahead, say your top 10.
These are your final thoughts. So yeah, list them off.
Go ahead, let's go.
So I got MJ as the GOAT. I got LeBron number 2, Kobe, Magic, Shaq, Kareem, Tim Duncan, Steph Curry, Larry Bird, Bill Russell.
Pride, your rebuttal and your final thoughts.
No rebuttal. His list already rebuts itself. Look,
I don't see how
Boston did great.
Okay.
Boston, they went out there, they tried, took a L. Just come back next year, prove this wasn't a fluke. That's all I really asked from them.
John said, "Do you think the Blazers trade pick 7 for Jeremy Grant?"
No.
They shouldn't.
I wouldn't.
That team's got issues.
I wouldn't. I would only because think about it, man. Like they're considering getting
rid of
trading
Lillard, right?
Yeah,
I would no. They're thinking about getting Zach LaVine and then trading for Bradley Beal.
It said Bradley Beal's interested in.
Bradley Beal and Damian Lillard. No,
I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that because we've seen Damian Lillard.
He's just a better CJ. They not doing nothing.
Hold on. He's a better. That is the first time I've ever heard someone say, "Yep, that it's better than."
He's a better CJ, but it's not like it's gonna change the trajectory of where they go.
Damien said you put LeBron
it'll put him
over Kobe. Come on.
Hey man, y'all be tweaking. Look, I'm more of a Kobe fan than LeBron, but y'all tweaking if y'all don't think that man is literally a final or 2 away. From I don't know, man. Look, I got Mike because Mike won 6 finals, best player on this team all the time. He won 6, never lost the final. But y'all tweaking. LeBron went to the finals 10 times, bro. On 3 different teams. Wherever he went, they was automatic contenders. When he left, they sucked. Y'all are tweaking, bro. Like, LeBron is him. Y'all need to recognize that.
I just want to throw this out there. Because a lot of people, what they try to do
y'all
to just
tweaking.
People go back to 2011.
Go ahead.
No. People go back to 2011 to
Dallas
to try to make it seem like this is why LeBron James isn't good.
All right, see you later. You keep.
And here's my problem. And here's been my problem with that. Doing that, and I wrote an article on this. Doing that is a huge injustice to the Dallas Mavericks, that championship, and the run they went on. These guys they beat Portland in 6 when they had Brandon Roy and LaMarcus Aldridge.
In their prime.
And they swept Kobe.
Then they swept the defending champion Lakers, and 2 losses, and 2 of those wins was by double digits. Then they blew the doors off the Thunder, the same Thunder team that the next year. No, I don't want to hear no young Thunder because the same Thunder's team made the finals. And then they went to the finals, and I understand LeBron James in certain games didn't come up, but to use that to and delegitimize LeBron's legacy, not only is completely inaccurate, but is disrespectful to what that Dallas Mavericks team did. And the part that no one ever remembers, Dirk wanted Miami bad, and more specifically, he wanted D Wade. Do you want to know why? In 2006, who did the Miami Heat beat?
The Mavs.
They beat Dirk and the Mavs, and Dirk had a 2-0 lead. He had a 2-0 lead on him, and he said that killed him until he was able to get that rematch. And he got it, and he handled his business.
Mm-hmm.
So don't do that. And again, he said MJ won with one team.
No, MJ didn't win with the Wizards, did he?
No, but I'm not even going that route. Here's been my thing.
I had to. I'm sorry.
Here's my thing. Loyalty. Loyalty, in my opinion, loyalty in sports is extremely overrated.
Yeah, no. Come on. If loyalty ain't like it was back in 1960s, free agency is a thing. It's been around forever.
Say that. Yeah. Look what they did to Pippen. Like, let's be
I'm about to tell you, Scottie
Pippen.
If the organization is looking, for instance, like Paul Pierce with the Celtics, where the organization looked out for him, how Golden State has treated Steph, Clay, and Draymond, how even to an extent, how even though contrary to popular belief, the Lakers bent over backwards for Kobe. They bent over backwards for Kobe. Contrary to popular belief, before D Wade got older and he thought he was still that same guy, before that, they bent over backwards for him. If you're in an organization like that, then sure you would probably be enticed to stay, but you don't have to stay.
I stopped caring about he played with one team. It's cool, right? It's nice to see, but I ain't gonna change someone's legacy because of it.
Yeah, listen, look at the teams he went to win too.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of guys on that list that Rob named that went to different teams.
He took a literal poverty franchise in Cleveland. The Miami Heat, where were they before LeBron went? 2 years later, champion. Then after LeBron left, this cesspool of a franchise in Cleveland went back to despair. How you think they were able to get Andrew Wiggins? How you think they got Anthony Bennett? How you think they got Kyrie Irving? Because they were bums. He went back and saved them. And yes, we'll give Kyrie credit because obviously Kyrie was there. Kyrie did his thing. And sure, if you want to give credit to Caleb, of course. But he went back there and got them that ring.
Right. You put him
then goes to LA, another franchise who was not playing how they should have been playing. And what happened? 2 years, champion. Bron's a bum. That's my final thought, Logan.
John said Zach LaVine expects to sign a 5-year deal with the Bulls at $200 million over the next 2 weeks. I thought he was gone. I thought he'd be gone, man.
Let's see what happens. I'm very curious to see if that's legit. Because
I don't know.
Heard that.
Rob, what do you think?
3 times.
Zach LaVine coming back to the Bulls or no?
We'll see.
What you think?
I don't know. I didn't want to get. I wouldn't have gave him.
I don't know if he's worth. Is he worth the $200 million though?
Hell no.
There you go. Either pay him that or lose him. Pretty much. That's what it sounds like.
Hell no, he's not worth that at all. Like,
you really don't think he's worth that?
200. Hell no, he ain't showed me no $200 million worth of stuff.
That is I believe the max extension, and just the fact of is he a max player?
I give him 150. We could meet at a median or something. Maybe 125. I'm not giving you 200, bro. That's max player money. You ain't no max player.
Honestly, the only reason why I would give it to him is because people are killing him because he deferred to DeMar DeRozan. Yet that's what was asked of him when DeMar got there.
You're right.
So that's why I'm a little confused. But I personally, I can see both sides of the same token.
But even when he had the chance to run the team by himself before DeRozan got there, he didn't take them nowhere.
Which is why I believe you can kind of see that. In my opinion, I think I see both sides of the token. I can see why you would give him $200 million because everything Chicago has asked of him, he's done. He's done it.
Okay,
but I can also see the flip side.
You've done enough to get paid. We asked you to do something, and you've done it. But we was paying you good money, and if I give you 100, you should be cool with that. What have you done? What have you done?
MJ and Kobe didn't go from team to team and never.
Come on, bro. Like, bro, you
hold on. No, hold on.
Point, bro.
No, hold on.
I'm not even a LeBron fan. This is the crazy part.
But here's the thing. Let's pretend that
I ain't gonna say I'm not a LeBron fan, but I'm not a super LeBron fan. I am a super Kobe fan.
Not fair. Let's pretend that LeBron, he did his entire load management. Let's pretend, because again, that's just a false narrative that you hear from Skip Bayless. That's just a false narrative when it's been proven time and time again that he's the most durable superstar in the history of the NBA.
He's Iron Man. Skip even called him Iron Man.
And by the way, he said, because he says MJ won with one team. He won with one team because when he went to the Washington Wizards, he couldn't do it.
What did he do with the Wizards, Damian?
Tell the full story. And people forget.
To be honest, if the Lakers didn't go get Powell, Kobe was already talking to Chicago. He found the crib and everything.
People listen.
People forget
the only reason why people don't know the only reason why he didn't get traded was because the Lakers wanted Luol Deng, and I can't remember which the executive at the time refused to give up Luol Deng. Kobe found a house in Chicago.
He was here.
And was packing his stuff. Bro, he was packing his stuff.
Oh, yeah. He's about to be gone.
And then he found out the trade fell apart, and he was like, "Well, what do I do now?" So stop it. He said LeBron made the league softer than a damn.
Stop.
That wasn't LeBron. No,
that ain't LeBron.
The commissioner and the refs made the league.
Yes.
Come on, do better. Man.
Also, bro, put LeBron back in the 80s. How many points he would have scored?
Man, bro, let me tell y'all something, bro.
Put him back in the 60s.
I used to be one of these blind people. Like you were just trying to nitpick with LeBron, bro. I used to be one of these blind people. So I understand where they trying to come from. But at the same time, facts is facts.
And my thing is,
you cannot deny greatness. When you think of basketball, LeBron is a savant. He is a Magic Johnson-like player that's just better. He can play every position. He can do everything. He makes everybody better. He's not even considered a scorer, and he's about to be the best scorer in the league. Think about that. Somebody that's not known for scoring, but almost is about to lead the NBA in all time in points. Come on, bro.
Who's third?
Mike.
Yep.
No, Mike is in third.
No, it's Kobe. Kobe passed Mike, didn't he?
Who's that?
No, it's Karl Malone.
Yes, Karl. Yeah. We don't talk about him on the show.
It's Kareem, LeBron, Karl, Kobe, Mike. I know it. Let me get my thoughts.
Is Kobe top 5? Is Kobe top 5?
Top 5 player?
No. Scorer. Like in terms of overall points.
Yeah. He after Karl.
Let me see.
So he's 4th? So MJ's 5th?
I got you. So number 1 is
check that.
All right, I got you. All right.
I know Kobe top 5.
So I'm gonna go top 10. How about this?
Okay, yeah, because I'm
number
curious.
10,
I
Moses.
check that in a minute.
Number 10, Moses Malone.
Okay.
Number 9, that's kind of fair. Carmelo Anthony at 9.
Ooh, that's a shock.
Yeah,
28,289.
Yeah, Melo got buckets, bro.
I know he got buckets, but I felt like
if he plays again next season, he'll probably pass Shaq. Shaq is 8th with 28,596.
Yeah, that's gonna get Melo in the Hall of Fame alone.
Well, he already gonna be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. All right, so then we have a little bit of a gap here. Number 7 is Wilt Chamberlain with 31,419.
That's a gap.
Number 6, we have Dirk with 31,560.
Okay.
The big German.
I think people forget how good he was.
Number 5 was a dog.
Number 5, we have Michael Jordan, 32,292.
Yeah, Kobe 4.
Yep, Kobe's at 4 with 33,643. Then we have another gap here. Number 3 is Karl Malone, 36,928. Second, LeBron, 37,062. And more than likely, he's going to beat it this season.
Yeah.
Wait, question.
Number 1's Kareem, 38,387. So he needs 1,000 and change.
That number that you spit out,
which one?
For Karl Malone, is that how many points he has or how many charges he's facing?
Oh, Lord Jesus.
I got another one. Is that how many points he has, or is that how many feet he has to stay away from children?
Or how many days he's older than this victim?
That's the one. That's if I had a belt, I'd break it. I'd go deep.
Pride egged me on. I didn't do it.
So I was just curious because I was just looking through these here first. I did not notice that Jason Kidd is top. He is second all time in assists and steals.
And assists. Yes,
yeah, that is phenomenal.
Hey, people forget about Jason Kidd, especially early with him and Steve Nash playing together. Oh my goodness.
Let's see. Okay. Oh yeah.
That's
how many turnovers Tatum's gonna have. Come on.
They always talking about LeBron like LeBron trash, bro. Like y'all gotta get that out y'all head, bro.
My final
right now,
thoughts,
if you ask anybody, I'm sorry, Logan, I got you 1 second. If you ask any executive, anybody that knows the game of basketball, you got one player to build a team around. I am pretty sure over 50% of people are gonna say, "Give me LeBron." I'm telling you right now. Over 50%. I'm not saying the full 100%, but if you had the idea of playing 2K and you're creating your player, he's gonna come out like LeBron. More than likely. He does everything for your team, bro. Everything.
He says I'm on the latter half of the 50. Jay Dad, come on. Who would you go with then, Jay?
That's all right, Jay.
Devin
Booker,
Booker,
gonna say
Chris
Devin
Paul.
Booker. Yeah. That's what I just said. He's gonna say Devin Booker. Damn, Pricey, that's why we get into it so much because we be here.
You know what I noticed about you, Rob? Either we here? Eye to eye, or we here?
Or we not here at all.
Like, yo, me and Rob's relationship is too extreme. Like, either we agree with each other 110%, or we disagree 110%. We a toxic relationship.
Final thoughts.
I love the toxicity.
You gotta love it. This is my final thought. Actually, my final scene. Pride, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Lord Jesus.
Looking like Carlos Boozer tonight.
That's all good. Okay.
You just need the Sharpie. That one time you did with that.
Oh, yo, wow. Get him, Joe.
And here we go.
I'm glad you guys are having fun.
Bro, tell me this is not Pride right now.
Get out of here, baby. Get out of here, baby. Yeah!
Nah, it's the Puerto Rican flag and all for me. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Love that movie.
You know what? I honestly, again, I'm not even mad. And I tell you guys all the time,
The
if
genie
you're going to
from
have
Aladdin.
jokes.
All right, that's it, Davey. No more for you. That's your last one.
Oh,
I ain't putting any more up.
That was a good one.
We done killed him.
Listen, I told y'all, I don't mind y'all making jokes as long as they're good.
Make them good.
97% of these jokes were bangers.
They were
Yeah,
funny.
97%
They
of
were
the jokes.
funny.
There were a couple in the middle that was a little but I just think
But-
some people were tired a
That
little
was
bit.
funny.
Yeah.
They picked up.
Damien came
Shout
back
out-
with them.
Yeah, he
He
redeemed
came back
himself.
hard.
Logan, the SpongeBob one I think is my favorite. I think the SpongeBob one is the both. I think that one is my favorite. 100.
Pride, you like a millennial, Mr. Clean.
Repping both of my favorite players at the same time, baby.
You mean your favorite player, your favorite team? I'm about to come and dress in all white and just start
Oh, favorite player. I like I said, I'm not gonna lie.
You gotta get-
He
you
left
know
the
what you gotta
Golden
do?
State Warriors today. I'm
You
be
gotta-
like, what team he going to? What team
You gotta
is Steph
get-
going to?
You got to get the number 30
I-
embroidered in that. You got to get the number 30
Ah, bro,
embroidered.
really?
I
Tell
do.
me this is
I do.
Pride.
I do.
Yo,
No.
tell me this ain't Pride.
Oh,
It's a spitting image.
You ready to hear the funny
Pride.
part? Are you ready to hear the funny part?
Yeah.
There was one time in Chicago
Hold on.
where instead of the strip, he did this. I don't know if you remember. Okay, that picture with him in the
The
big
Sharpie.
three. In the
Oh,
big
yeah,
three.
hold on.
Okay, so imagine that, but trimmed down. I remember I saw him do that one time. And I'm not even gonna lie, I did it one time,
Yeah.
and I got scared because I really thought, like, I think I might be related. That's how really similar I looked to him, and I was like, Dad. But then I remember I was talking to the TV, so I was like, oof.
Listen, all right, we got. Don't come in with all white. You go like a milk that dipped in with marshmallow cream.
I hate.
And the last one, John. Then we're gonna end it for the night. At least someone didn't say Matt Barnes.
Sound like Matt
Nah.
Barnes going through a midlife crisis.
Nah. If he had that curl, that curl that that curl that just don't quite
Don't hit. Yeah.
Damian sounded like Horace Grant. So maybe that's why I hate Mike so
You
much,
need
because
the
he said I couldn't
glasses.
eat one time. He said Derek Pride Fisher. I can't with y'all, bro.
Hey,
Dog.
Pride look like that cousin they go get when he about to fight. I'll go get my cousin.
Wait, how they say it?
I get my cousin. Oh.
I love it here so much, bro. I love it here so much, bro. Oh man.
All right.
Oh
Well,
my God.
from Rob Scott, Pride, myself, thank you for everyone in the comments. Damien. We also get Jay Ness, Mickey, everyone else, Yuki, all y'all. Thank you for chiming in. I was gonna thank Pride, Rob Scott, for coming on the show. Like I said, we go live Tuesdays, Thursdays, 7 o'clock, Saturdays, 8 p.m. We'll be back on Unscripted with the ASAP Network on Tuesdays, 7 o'clock. Enjoy your weekend. Happy Father's Day, everyone out there who is a father, expecting to be.
Happy Father's Day, Pride.
Yes.
Happy Father, Logan.
Happy
You a
Father's Day,
father?
No.
He gonna be.
Look, hey, we uncles. We uncles or something.
There we go.
Happy Father's Day, everybody.
We uncles to Pride. So
Yes, Lord.
we'll see y'all
Hey, Pride,
Tuesday.
I'm Theo. We go.
I don't wanna hear any more small talk. Off that short pier, take a long walk. My style ain't free, cause it ain't off top. I'm at your throat, go get a cough drop. I don't wanna hear any more small talk. Off that short pier, take a long walk. My style ain't free, cause it ain't off top. I'm at your throat, go get a cough drop. It's kush. I love me too much and your brain turn to mush. Fall flat on your tush. You couldn't handle the product I push. I guess I'm just used to it, I just do it. Like Nike swoosh, none of that Reggie Bush, cause I'm top shelf. I ain't got wealth, but I'm on my grind like park rails. I'd sell the shoes right off my 2 feet, then add one, that's a yard sale. Got dumb bars that be smarter than Harvard, Yale. Take your pictures elsewhere, you wanna be TMZ, I wanna be VIP. Quit pandering, I'm not answering, cause I don't wanna hear any more small talk. Off that short pier, take a long walk, my style ain't free, cause it ain't off top. I'm at your throat, go get a cough drop. I don't wanna hear any more small talk. Off that short pier, take a long walk, my style ain't free, cause it ain't off top. I'm at your throat, go get a cough drop. All of that bark and no bite, that's alright. Not everyone can be the big dog. Take a walk, kick rocks, can't keep me out cause I pick locks. They hear